You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain.
Hey guys, I am back with another tutorial. Today I'm going to be doing this dark gray and black smoky eye that's a little bit winged out. It's a little bit more edgy, but it's still kind of glamorous and soft in the same kind of way. I think this look is perfect for a special occasion or for prom. A lot of you guys have prom coming up. It's just a really put together pretty look, and then I paired it with this kind of edgier hairstyle. So you guys may notice a big difference in the quality. I am filming on my new camera. I finally saved up and invested in a new camera, and I am so excited to film some videos for you guys. I hope I'm even in focus because it took me forever to figure out this camera. I'm slowly learning, so bear with me. This is my first makeup tutorial using the new camera with the focus and the lens and all the fancy stuff. I know I use a lot of the same eyeshadow palettes in a lot of my tutorials, so I switched it up today and I'm using the Smashbox full exposure palette, and I love this palette. I just haven't used it in a tutorial before. It's got a whole row of shimmery colors on the top and a whole row of matte colors on the bottom. So it's a really versatile neutral palette, and I love the look that I came up with. I just kind of tried to switch up the products that I used. For my hair, I wanted to do something kind of edgy, so I kind of did this Dutch braid going halfway back, kind of like a headband, and then I left it all to one side and kind of teased it. So if you guys want to see how I did this look, I can totally film a tutorial on it. It's pretty easy. Just let me know in the comments down below. If you guys want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Just starting off by priming my eyes with an eyeshadow primer like usual. This is the Jouer Brightening Eye Primer, and I'm just putting a little bit on my eyelids and then blending it out. Today I'm using the Smashbox Studio Skin for a medium coverage natural finish. Moving on to eyeshadow, I'm going to start off with this light matte tan color and just blend this through my crease to work as a transition color. Next, I'm going to take this shimmery gunmetal color on my finger, and this is a gorgeous dark gray with like a glitter top coat to it, and I like to use my finger because the color payoff is a lot better with these shimmer shades in this palette, so I'm just going to be pressing that all over my lid. And I just went in with an eyeshadow brush just to kind of even out the color. Next, I'm going into this cool matte brown on a tapered crease brush, and I'm just going to run this through my crease to add a little bit more definition there. This is kind of a grayish brown, so it's going to help blend out that gray color and blend it into our first transition color we laid down. And on that same brush, I'm going to go into the darker gray brown, and I'm just going to deepen out the crease and outer corner with this color. Again, just to add some more depth, but building it up in steps makes it look a lot more blended. Then I'm going into the black on a pencil brush, and I'm just going to deepen up the very outer corner and outer corner of my lash line, just kind of working it in a V shape on that outer corner. I'm going to go back in and just kind of lightly blend out that color so it's not too harsh, and then I'm going to take a makeup remover wipe and just clean out any fallout really quick before we move on. Then with that same brush, I'm just going to be mixing the gray color with the black and running that underneath my lower lash line. You can be pretty messy with it because we will clean it up again later. So I'm just running this pretty far underneath my eyes to create that really smoky look. And then I decided the look needed to be a little bit more intense on the outer corners, so I'm just going back in with my pencil brush and that dark black color and just building up the color and blending it as I go. So you can just kind of build up this color to be as intense and dark as you would like it to be. I'm going to go back in and just touch up that lid color if any of it got blended away, and then add the matte highlight underneath my brow bone just to pull the whole look together. Okay, next I'm just going to use a makeup remover wipe to clean out any of the dark eyeshadow that fell out underneath my eyes. And then next I am going to move on to the eyeliner. I'm going to be using the Becca Gel Eyeliner in the color Romanesque, which is just a classic matte black. And I'm going to use that on a Sigma eyeliner brush. I love this liner brush because it makes it very easy to apply the gel liner, and this eyeliner is very easy to work with. So I'm just going to be lining my upper lash line, just a normal medium thick line, and then I'm going to slightly wing it out when I get to the outer corner. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going for a serious cat eye look. I just want a little flick on the end to kind of accentuate the shape of my eye. And then I'm just going to go over that until it's even, and then I'm also going to line underneath my lashes on my tight line just to make sure it's really dark and it helps make your lashes look fuller. We will be applying false lashes. I'm going to get my glue ready. I'm using the Duo glue. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand and let that get tacky when we finish the eyeliner. I'm going to be using the Smashbox Always Sharp eyeliner in 3D Galaxy, which is a dark shimmery gray color, and I'm going to be applying this to my waterline to intensify the look, but use something that's a little bit less harsh than a black would be. The lashes I'm using today are the 110s from Ardell. They're just a very natural looking lash. I just applied a quick coat of mascara, and then I am applying the lashes straight to my lash line with a pair of tweezers, which just makes it a little bit easier to apply, and then securing down each edge. I like these because they look really full and give you some volume, but they don't look too fake. For concealer, I'm going to start off with the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer, and I am just going to start by putting a little bit of this underneath my eyes, and this is a very light pink tone, so it's going to really help cancel out all the darkness underneath my eyes and kind of correct the blue tone before I put on my concealer. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with my Beauty Blender. I actually went back in with a fluffy eyeshadow brush with just a little bit of leftover concealer and just kind of touched up around the edges of the eyeshadow where I felt like the Beauty Blender was still a little bit too big. So I didn't want to mess up the eyeshadow. This just helped me be a little bit more precise, but since it's a fluffy brush, it still blended it at the same time. And this is just one of the techniques I like to do with eyeshadow. So then I'm just taking a heavier concealer and applying a little bit more for a little bit of heavier coverage underneath my eyes because I have pretty bad dark circles today. And then I think I'm going back in with my Beauty Blender and tapping it out. I am going in with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and I'm just going to use this to set underneath my eyes. I know I take a lot of steps for my under eye concealer, but I just think this is how I get the best effect. Okay, next I'm going to go back in with my pencil brush, and I am just going to kind of blend out underneath my lash line again, because sometimes when you put on concealer, it can kind of cut off where you blended out all your eyeshadow and totally defeat the purpose and make it look really harsh again. So I'm just running over that lower lash line again and kind of going underneath the winged eyeliner just to kind of pull the whole look together. And then finally, I'm just adding some mascara to my lower lashes. I like to add plenty of mascara on the bottom because I think it makes my eyes look bigger. And ooh, I got a big smudge on my nose. But no worry, I just lightly take that away. And then I just go over it with my Beauty Blender again to kind of blend it out. All done. Next, I'm going to go into this Frosty Finish Champagne color. And it's a really pretty inner corner highlight. I am just taking that on a really tiny brush just to highlight the inner corners of my eyes to kind of brighten up this stark look. Next, I'm going to go back in with my gel liner and just touch up the lash line a little bit where any of that lash glue didn't dry completely clear because I want it to be a really dark, solid black line. Okay, time to fill in the eyebrows. This is before and after. I went ahead and did those off camera just to save a little bit of time. Now moving on to lips, I'm going to start off by lining my lips with the Kevyn Aucoin lip liner in Minimal. It's just a nice kind of medium tone neutral pink. It kind of gives you that Kylie Jenner lip effect. Then I'm going to go in with Lipstick Queen Pinky Nude Center, which is just a matte medium neutral pink. I didn't want anything too nude for this look. I'm going to go over it with a shimmery nude gloss from Rimmel in Nonstop Glamour just to add a little bit of sparkle and shine. Next, I'm going in with my NARS Laguna bronzer on a fluffy face brush, and I'm just going to be bronzing up my skin with this kind of all over the perimeter of my face. So I like to go underneath my cheekbones and along my temple, and then also down my neck. Today I'm going to be using the Becca blush in the shade Sweet Pea, which is a really pretty kind of browny pink. It's very neutral, but it's very, very pretty. And I'm just going to be dusting this on the apples of my cheeks to add a nice neutral pop of color that isn't too bright but still really warms up my face. Then I'm going to go in with the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, also from Becca, and just put a little bit of this on my cheekbones to give my face a very dewy glow. I'm also putting a little bit on my Cupid's bow and then also down the bridge of my nose and a tiny bit on my forehead. Again, just to make my skin look a little bit more dewy and highlight the points of my face that I want to accentuate. I'm just going in with a small stippling brush and blending that out. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and here's a few bloopers coming up for you. Behind the scenes. Should probably take that out. Hey, focus, focus. There we go.
What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know? They said my lip gloss is cool. My lip gloss be popping. What you know about me? What you know about me? What you
I'm
know
so
about me?
weird. Did I mention I'm really weird? Now you guys can see my skin in extra HD. I'm gonna add some brow gel. Ah!
Alright, 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 alright. Hello, and I'm feeling fly. It's hot with the sunny sky. We laugh out like every night. We can do what we want to. We roll with the windows.